All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. We've got a review to do for you, but let's say hello to those guys, Rand and Simpy, Powder Toast Man, Log, and TV, and let's get started. This is a knife from Peter at A Therapeutic Edge. Peter is such a nice guy. He sent me 3 knives, and guys, just spoiler alert, I dig this knife. This is a great knife. Now, I have had, since I've had this in S90V and carbon fiber, I've had a lot of people say they've been looking for this one. It was $245 when they sold, and they're gone pretty much everywhere. I will tell you, and I'm looking at Blade HQ, they're gone. I don't know anything about this website, so again, you might want to do your homework before you buy it, but if you really want one, it looks like nationalknives.com has a Spyderco Native Chief Sprint Run 4-inch blade S90V carbon fiber for $245 in stock. Says ships within 1 business day. Well, it says when in stock though. Hold on, let me see what happens when I add it to cart. Yeah, it acts like it's there. So there you go. I just took way too long on that. So let's jump into the knife. This, again, is a Spyderco Native Chief lockback in S90V steel, and this, what looks like it might be peel-ply carbon fiber. I am not sure, guys. Let's see what it says in the specs. It's just going to say carbon fiber, and that's exactly what it says. You do have tip up and tip down, right and left. Spyderco is always really good. This is an MXG gear clip that Peter put on it. Let's see, what does it come with? Comes with the same clip the PM2 comes with, the standard carry, not the deep carry, spoon clip is what I call it. But, you know, a little squared off on the handles, but again, doesn't bother me. Beautiful finish work on the lockback. Really nicely done, just looks good. All right, let's flip this guy open. You got this really long 4-inch satin grind, full flat ground blade with a pokey stabby thing going on here. There's the Spyderco logo and Spyderco CPM 90V and Golden, Colorado, USA Earth, and Sal designed it. Very cool. You do have some jimping up here. We'll talk about that momentarily. But guys, look at that satin finish. And this guy is a slicer. I know you guys like for me to act like a dork and do some cutting, so we'll do that real quick. Here's my torn up cardboard here. But as you can see, it is a worker. It just wants to go through stuff. Yeah, because it's so thin. I mean, look at that, guys. It is, you can't look at it because it's out of focus, but look. It's super thin. Let's see. What does it say? It is 0.13 of an inch. So, yes, on that blade stock. And it comes down, because it's a full flat, comes down to a very nice edge. I like it. Cardboard everywhere. I'm always making a mess, guys. So, yeah, just a beautiful knife. There's, you know, like I said, a little bit of billboarding here, but nothing that upsets me. I might like this. I might want to actually... should I say that? Sell my PM2 and buy one of these. I like this a lot. Now, I'm not usually a huge fan of a lockback, but I'll take it with this knife. Very much so. Nicely done. The spring is good. There's no half stop, of course, but the spring is good. The lockup is dead locked, okay? And look at that. I just went to show you the lockup. It's a lockback, Casey. You're a dork. But really well done. No blade play at all. No lock rock. Let's see when it's closed. It is centered. Very good. Now, this is a lockback, so that spring wants to pull that blade back, okay? You can see that, all right? So, you know, unlike like a detent or something, you're pushing against, the spring back here. See that? And you're pushing, you know, well, that's what you're pushing against. It's the spring tension. Duh. Okay. So it takes a little force to get it out. You can see there. Now, you can do it. You got to give it a little bit of wrist. I was able to middle finger flick it the other day. Let's see if I can do it. Probably not. Nope. Not with my hands wrapped around the camera. So not going to happen. But there you go. Very good. I dig this knife, guys. Now, as far as ergos, you do have a finger choil. You get up here. I wish that jimping just went just a tiny bit further. If it did, it would be money. But again, it still grabs me here. And Of course, there's plenty of room for me to be back here or up here. I just love this knife. Now, carry in the pocket, MXG clip, it comes in and out, mostly deep carry, and it comes in and out really well, and the retention is good, is what I was trying to say. Nice and thin in the pocket. Very, very well done in that regard. It kind of sits like this in your pocket, a little bit canted, but not much. Really good. Let's talk specs. All right, 9.08 inches, 4.08 on the blade, and 3.58 on the cutting because of that choil. S90V, and it is gorgeous. Handle length is 5.08. The weight is just 3.9 ounces, and that's partially because of that awesome carbon fiber. Thumb hole opening, and again, made in the USA. So, guys, this thing is wonderful. I just dig this knife. It is slicey. Again, I don't know if this is the factory edge or one Peter put on it. I think it's the factory edge. But as you know, S90V can be a little tricky to sharpen because it's just a very hard, firm steel. But it keeps an edge really well. And so I'm sure that's what I'm pretty sure this is the factory edge, but I'm not positive. But man, what a blade. I just absolutely love this blade. Let's see, what else can we talk about? I mean, again, this transition is pretty good. With the jimping, it's not going to be exactly the same, but it's pretty cool. I dig this one a lot. So there you go. Thank you, Peter, for sending this. And by the way, guys, the way you know it's a knife I like is it barely fits. Does it fit? Yeah, it fits down inside my tray, but just barely. So there you go, guys. Thanks so much for all your support. Give me a comment and let me know what you think of this knife as I knock it over. Let me know what you think of it. And guys, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so and hitting that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.